Dr. Wood, author of the book Miracles Minutes. Today's video is, who are you and can you even talk to me? So let me kind of get into the context of stuff. So this is the typical conversation. Example, my daughter, how you doing? Good. How's your day? Fine. I'll give you another example, but this guy's older, and we known each other for a while, and also now we're working together and going over some things to help him become his best self. So, you know, here he is, he's wanting to live this life and do this stuff, but to do that, he's trying to do things, and he's missing the part is you don't even know who you are. Yeah, I do. I'm this. I'm my father. I live here. I have this many kids. I, like to do these things. I play basketball. I coach basketball. Da 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 da. And so he sends me a text, and so then I'm going to initiate a conversation with him to start to elucidate on this point. And I go, I said, how are you feeling today? And he goes, good. So I texted him back and say, we'll talk about this when we meet up. So we met up today, and I said, so-and-so, what is, your statement was, I'm good. I said, are you really sharing with me and talking to me? Yeah, I just told you I was good. I said, well, what does good mean to you? Well, it means good. No, what does it mean? What do I mean? What does it mean? Like, people are in their heads and actually not in touch with their feelings and their emotions, so they don't even know really what they're talking about. So good. I said, explain good to me. And the reason I'm asking is that is because does he even know what good means to himself? Does he even know what it means to me, himself? So he had to sit there and think. And he's like, I don't know. I said, what do you feel when you feel good? Relief. I feel relief. I said, okay. Stay there for a minute. Explain relief to me. And then kind of went on some time. I let him just sit with it. Like, I said good. And then I can't even explain what good is. What does it even mean to myself? So relief. I said, relief like how? Well, I remember, or good. It was like just state of happiness. Well, first let's go into relief. So he says relief. It's like when I signed up and I got drafted got my college scholarship for basketball, I had this sense of relief that, yeah, I finally made it. I said, okay, where'd you feel that at? He goes, right here. I go, no, stay with that. Keep your hand there. And I said, stop looking at me. Because I want him to look at himself for a minute and stay with himself so he can connect to himself. Like, he's looking at me and trying to explain good. I don't want him thinking, like, I want him to have him feel where he feels relief in his body and what does good mean to him. So I said, explain it to me. What does relief feel like? Well, it's like, when I got that contract or got my basketball thing signed, I just felt this, I wasn't worried anymore. I said, all right, hold on right there for a minute. Okay, so, and I said, I want you not to look at me, and I want to kind of pull this out here. I want you to look at your words. So I want to look at how he's defining how he feels good. And so the way he defines good is not worry. I said, I just want you to look at that. And I asked him, what when you say worry, how does that make you feel? Well, not good. Okay. I said, worry, is it a positive or negative word? He's like, it's negative. I said, okay. So you define good as not worry. I said, right there you fracture yourself, and that's part of the reason why you can't get your shit together right now. It's because good is not worry. The brain just hears worry. So what is the opposite of worry? Well, I feel relaxed. Oh, okay. How does relax make you? That feels good. That makes it's positive. I like it. Where do you feel relaxed? I feel it here. Okay. So explain it to me. So then he starts explaining like I said, where is it? It's here. I said, is it moving? Is it doing anything? He starts doing like this with his hand, and then he quits. And I said, no, stay there and show me how it goes. And he's doing this. So it's swirling right here. This is how he experiences relief and understands good to himself. So he's doing this. So then I asked, is it moving? Is it going anywhere? It's like, no, it's just kind of like just spinning right here. And I said, is it hot? Is it cold? Is this warm? It's warm. Okay, so good to you means it's warm. It's like the sensation when you signed, got the scholarship and you felt relief. You felt just a deep breath. Yeah. I was like, yeah, okay, so feel that. So stop looking at me. So stay with your feeling and just feel that and feel it more. So what I'm going to do is get in touch with his feeling so his heart and head are connected in emotion so he understands what he's saying to himself. So then he said he felt happy. I feel happy. Okay, so good. Also, you feel relief and you feel happy. So just where do you feel it? I feel it right here, so stay with that. How's that feel? He goes, well, it's kind of going like this. So I said, it's happiness. So I'm mimicking me now. I'm mirror imaging. Happiness feels like it starts here. It goes like this. Yeah, yeah. And I said, well, how big is it? Well, it keeps going out now. I go, how far? You go, it's just big. Well, how big? Does it go across a street? Yeah, it goes out to the whole world. I said, how far does it go out into the end of the universe? Yeah. I said, so it goes like this. It's warm. I said, does it have a temperature? It goes like about 80 degrees. Oh, 80 degrees. Okay, so it feels about 80 degrees. See how I can relate to what happiness means to him? And then he's expanding and showing it's going out. This starts here and it goes out this way and it goes out to the end of the universe. I said, I want you to feel that. Feel that warmth. And it's happy like how, like I watched my son play basketball and then he played really well and I just felt really happy for him. Okay, so it's the sensation like when your son does really well and it starts in your heart and it's about 80 degrees and it expands out. Yeah, I was like, stay with that. And also you got this other sensation of relief at the same time. So what good means to you is it's happy and relief together. He's like, yeah. So what I had him do is, so now I said, so-and-so said, what you're not doing is when you said good, you didn't really share with me in conversation of what you mean, and you don't even know what you mean. So you don't even know who you are, because if you're not touching your emotions, your feelings, you don't know who you are. And then what you can't do is you can't generate that in conversation and share your happiness or your goodness or the good feeling of this happy and relief sensation with me. See how much more rich our conversation is? I said, it's kind of like you go into a fine steak restaurant, you ordered a $150 piece of meat, and you ate it so fast you didn't even taste it. I said, what you're doing is you're missing the richness of life because you're kind of just going through the motions, even in conversation. You're talking, but you're not really sharing with me. And so it's learning to slow the pace down on the conversation to share your emotional energy. So you create a context of like a rapper. You create the emotions first. And you feel the good. And you feel the relief and the happiness. So good is like a recipe. I said, so how do you make cake? What do you need? He goes, you need ingredients. Okay, what ingredients? You need flour, you need eggs, you need sugar, you need salt, you need baking soda, you need milk. I said, there you go. I said, an emotion is exactly the same thing. It's like an ingredient. So good is happiness and relief. This is what we know so far, or actually what you know now about yourself. I never thought of it that way. I said, now. So we start conversation, and then I'll sneak it off, and I was like, Mo, feel relief. So I want him to quickly go to where it was. So now he knows where he put in his treasure chest, in his body, where the sensation of relief is. I said, can you see now, if you're coaching basketball players, and if the game is tight and it's high on the line, how they might want to go into that relief sensation so they feel relaxed, so they can perform and do what they need to do. Because if they get nervous, what happens to their skill set? It goes down the tubes. They miss the shot. Same thing in golf, same thing in academics, same thing in the military, any of that stuff. So if you can quickly learn to access your emotional centers, you can access and generate that emotion at will, on demand, on command. You actually know yourself, and you can actually share with yourself, and you actually use it now in performance. You can perform with your spouse, you can perform with your children. So let's suppose in this there's a problem going on. What emotions need to be brought there? Well, confidence needs to be brought there, calmness needs to be brought there. All right, where's calm at in your body? I don't know. Now we're going to have to figure it out. But once you know where you put it, you can, and you start to get in touch with it, you can generate the calmness and be the calm in the storm if that's what's needed to be there. This is what it means to be a powerful human being. This is what it means to generate yourself, and this is what it means to be cause in the matter and make a difference in the world. It also allows you to have a wonderful relationship with someone else. So if let's suppose your spouse is having a rough day, and they're nervous and upset, you can then generate calmness or contentment and peace and equanimity for them. So they're going off and they're blah, 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 and you can just sit in your calmness and you start generating it. And they'll feel it, and what happens is, since your energy's stronger and more certain, they'll match you, and you can calm them down just by you being there. This is how powerful human beings are, if they learn how to manage their emotions, get in touch with their emotions. So I also shared with him Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu said this: if you know yourself, where's contentment at? I don't know. Well, then you don't know yourself. I feel good. What does that mean? I don't know. Then you don't know yourself. So Sun Tzu, if you know yourself and know your enemy, never fear 10,000 battles. So you know your strengths, you know your weaknesses, then you can bring and generate certain emotions. Then in language, we'll get into active constructive communication, which is another skill, or assertive communication, to make your needs known in language, now to express yourself. But you need to create context first, which is your emotional states. Know yourself, then know the other person. You can't know the other person, their emotional states, if you don't even know your emotional states. So as you learn how to get in touch with yourself, generate emotions, generate, a state of being for someone else, you can actually be a great friend to them. You can be a great husband. You can be a great wife. You can be a great parent. You can perform well in business. You can be a great leader. You can be the person who's calm in the middle of the storm, because you have great control of your emotions, and you know who you are, and you know how to connect to it. It's Dr. Wood. Have a great day.